All right, guys, we are back again, and we just want to talk about defenses in this video. I made a bunch of changes to defenses and some stuff on the skill tree that made it feel a lot more tanky in maps. Um, and then I will also talk about some updates at the end of the video. But if you're new here, first of all, I'm just not a Twitch guy. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not going to do any fancy editing, and if the audio sucks, I'm really sorry because I'm just using a $20 crappy mic. If you're curious about what I'm doing in the videos, you can just go back and watch previous videos. But anyway, sorry I was away for a few days. I had a bunch of family stuff to look after, so I haven't had time to play. As you can see, I'm still only level 88. So you guys have probably already gapped me. So for all you guys that are like level 95, you guys are probably already like way past me and you're way better at this game. So you should actually be giving advice and not taking it from me. So if you are that guy and your build is super awesome, just please make a YouTube video and share it for everyone so they don't have to listen to me. But anyways, so I made some changes for defenses that I think are massively helpful. I upgraded my armor, of course. And this one had the regenerate maximum life implicit, which was pretty nice. And I just got some stuff with some higher armor and a little bit more movement speed. And then I added a stun threshold belt. Stun threshold belt, probably the best. Honestly, I should probably take you through each one of these pieces individually, just so you know what to look for. So a decent armor rating, a big life implicit roll. That's really important. It's really important to get like a big implicit on your life roll. Like that is like huge. You need that life roll, and then you need the. I took this one. Just had crit and chaos resistance, which was pretty cool. This was like a cheap helmet. I think it was like a chaos orb or two or something, and then I just put some maximum life in it. You just got to get your maximum life as high as possible. Like I'm up to 4,096 life already, and you can get it a lot higher than this with like the right gear. I just don't have any of that because I've only spent about 5 divs on this whole build so far, so like I'm not in very deep on it. And then on my amulet, this isn't an ideal amulet, but it is pretty good. And again, I only bought this for like I don't know, like 5 chaos orbs or something. It wasn't very much, but it has the double life roll on it. You see that? It says 8% increased maximum life, 18 all attributes, but it also says 128 maximum life. So it's got double life roll on it, and this gives you a lot of life. So if you're running defenses, like you really do want that. Like this makes a huge difference. Having the double life implicit makes a huge difference. I don't have life runes in my armor, but I might put them in there later. I don't have one in my boots, but I might put them in there later. Same thing on the boots. You're going to notice life, strength. So lots of life, lots of strength. Same thing on the belt, life, strength. So, and then this is a stun threshold belt. Stun threshold belts are probably one of the better base types because you get stun threshold with your belt. So get a heavy belt if you can because they're just a really good base type. Um, and these gloves here, again, big maximum life roll. These ones are like attack based gloves. They have like melee skills, attack speed, life on kill, like flat damage. So like these are like really offensive gloves. But the life on kill is really important for defenses. You got to have at least one source of life on kill. You can also get it on a jewel. Like I have it on a jewel as well. So it says recover 1% of maximum life on kill. I also have it on my gloves. So I get a lot of life every time I kill an enemy. And then on my rings, I just have life, strength, elemental resistance, fire resistance, big flat damage. So life, strength, everywhere you can. Again, life, strength in this other ring, some flat, some resistances. This is a pretty crappy ring. I should probably replace it, but I just haven't got around to it. It's just like, it's whatever. It's a crappy ring. It's fine. Um, Body armor, same thing. Big life roll, some strength, some resists, just whatever I needed. I'm using stun charm, slow charm, chaos charm. I haven't really bothered to upgrade these. These are kind of up to you. You run whatever you want. I like stun and slow charms personally, but that's just my preference. So that's all the stuff you need there. I did some swaps around on the tree to help with defenses. So what I did is felt like I had so much damage that I actually dropped some damage off my weapon set 1 and moved the damage into defensive stuff. So I have my weapon set 1 rocking lots of defenses, and I don't need defenses for bosses because they just get one shot. So that's why I just like drop all the armor nodes and run damage nodes. Again, down here, same thing. I did the same thing here where I dropped some damage nodes, and and like I'm still getting lots of damage. Like my Hammer of the Gods is like 100k. It's not even missing it. It's missing a sport gem. What did I have in there? I think I had rapid attacks. Oh, that's right. I was experimenting with rolling slam. That's why. Gotcha. That makes sense. That's why I didn't have that in there. Yeah, I was using rapid attacks on my hammer just to make it come out faster because it just feels good when it comes out faster. But yeah, I was just experimenting with rolling slam. Rolling slam's kind of fun, but it's okay. I don't mind it. And then I was also experimenting with this totem stuff again. I like the totem actually quite a bit. I got a big implicit on my or a big this it's just this weird new roll. They get these new rolls on all these weapons that you didn't have before, and it's increased damage while you have a totem. So I just started running a totem. I was like, well, if I can get increased damage, I might as well run a totem. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as defenses go on the gear. But on the tree, I moved a bunch to make up for that. So I have a split here now on my first weapon set for mapping, where I'm running more armor. So I've got my armor up to 73%. And then I'm also running these nodes that defend with 200% armor against crits. And I'm running this one, which is recouped life, which feels really good. And then I'm running this one, which does 120% armor against projectile attacks, which also feels really good. And I'm running all three of these on weapon set 1 because I find I don't really need them for bosses because my damage, I feel like with bosses, the best strategy is just to kill them as fast as you can so they can't hit you. It's like your best, when it comes to bosses, it's like offense is your best defense, you know? But in maps, you don't really have that option. So I split my armor onto my weapon set 1 so that I have armor on weapon set 1, armor on weapon set 1. And if you're curious how weapon sets work, what it means is like the nodes on these tree, how it says weapon set skill points. I did a video on this like forever ago, and it's probably a lot better than my explanation here. But these two little weapon set things here, that just means where your weapon is on which slot it's in. So when I switch weapons, all these green nodes on the tree, that's for the second weapons set right here. See how it says 2? That's when all these weapon sets will be turned on, and then these ones will all be turned off. So when I move it back over, and just ignore the crossbow. I'm just experimenting with crossbow text, so just like ignore that. It's not there for any particular reason other than me experimenting. I do that a lot. So if you see something stupid when you're like watching this video and you're like, why is he doing that? It's just because I'm probably experimenting with something stupid. And that's how I like come up with stuff and make stuff work, is I just experiment with stuff a lot. And like, you don't have to listen to me. Like, you can go and experiment with your own stuff. I'm not like the smartest guy on the planet. You could go out and probably come up with something better if you really put your mind to it, right? I'm just a person who's experimented a lot. So there's probably people out there who've experimented more than me. And if you are out there, comment in the comment section below and let people know what you found that works. Like, let's just share what works with people so that their gameplay is easier for them. And then I also did a little weapon split here. So I'll update the max roll for this too, for boss damage, because I'm running this for boss damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really made a lot of changes other than that. A lot of people were asking about what I was going to do in late game if I'm looking for optimal stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I haven't had a lot of time to play and time to update this. So Hammer of the Gods, I'm just running this mostly for mapping, and I'm running Fist of War, Expanse, Heft, and Rapid Attacks. Now, if I had like the last one here, I don't know, I might put like Aftershocks in it, like something like that would probably be okay. You know, Aftershock I think would be pretty good because then it'll pop twice. And my Aftershock chance I think is really high. Where does it say my Aftershock chance? Aftershock chance. Whatever, it doesn't really. Oh, 52%. So yeah, if you put like an Aftershock support in there, there's another 35. So yeah, you're going to have like 80% Aftershock on your Hammer of the Gods, which is pretty sick because then it'll proc twice. The Forge Hammer, I'm running Concentrated Area, Ambrosia, Elemental Armor, and Fist of War. I don't know about this concentrated effect thing yet. I've still been testing that. It seems like when you do your Forge Hammer and you blow it up, the area doesn't shrink if you have concentrated effect on it. So maybe it's worth running this. So yeah, I've just been experimenting with it to see how it feels and what the damage is like. So yeah, I think it's decent. My Leap Slam, I'm running Crater, Branching Fissures, Holy Descent, Aftershock, and Rapid Attacks. I'm running Rapid Attacks on my 5th slot now because I just want to Leap Slam faster, just because I like moving around faster in the game. But you might be able to put something else in there if you like it better. I'm not like entirely sold on this. I'm still experimenting with it. And yeah, so I haven't changed much here. And I've been added this little totem, and I just put Urgent Totems and Rapid Attacks and Tahoa's Tending. I just found this on the ground and I just put it in there, so you could probably just ignore that. I don't even know if it's really a good thing or not. I'm not 100% sure. This Rapid Attacks 3 support gem looks really stupid because it drops your damage a bunch, but I'm not using the totem for anything except proccing my fissures. So That's why I'm using it. And the reason I'm using it is because, like I said, I got that big roll on my weapon that says 86 damage while you have a totem, which is like crazy. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna use a totem then, so I get my damage. But yeah, when I'm jumping around, I'll just throw down the totem so I can get my damage buff. Because when I've got the totem, my damage jumps up a lot. Like it goes up to 140k, which is like a crazy thing. So like you can watch the damage drop on these when this totem ends. When he disappears, it should drop. Any day now, little fella. Any day now. Just give it up. Just go back into the ground. No, what are you doing? Stop it. Oh, there he goes. Okay, yeah, you see my damage drop down like 15,000. So like it's a pretty big damage boost. And I bought this weapon for like 2 divines. This isn't anything crazy. You might be. This is actually probably a good deal at 2 divines. This weapon maybe is worth a little more. It might be worth like 3 or 4 or 5 or something. But it's actually a really good weapon. So yeah, I just bought that for a couple divines, and it had big damage rolls, some crit, some attack speed, some melee skills, and then this totem damage. So it's like isn't even a wasted stat on this, which is pretty cool. So this is like a pretty decent hammer. Probably roll this for a long time. Don't worry, I still have my old hammer. I'm still gonna kill Max Tier Zesh with it eventually here, and yeah, that's pretty much it as far as everything I've upgraded. The Earth Shatter, I added a last support onto it, which was close combat. I'm still experimenting with this armor break stuff. So I like this a lot while mapping, but I'm still working on like a complicated bossing setup. So I'll get back to you on that when I've had time to experiment with it more. But I do have some ideas. And Leap Slam, I'm still running the same stuff. Seismic Cry, cooldown, Perpetual Charge, Tireless. I'm using Perpetual Charge so that it doesn't remove my charge. So what happens is I break armor with my Earth Shatter, and then that gives me endurance charges so I can Seismic Cry more than once. And then I have the Perpetual Charge on my Seismic Cry to stop that charge from being removed. So when I drop my Earth Shatters and I break the enemy's armor, I'll usually get a little endurance charge. And once I've got that endurance charge, then I can Seismic Cry without waiting for the cooldown on this skill. So, and then Herald of Ash, I haven't changed anything on there. It's still Precision, Vitality. Raging Cry, Magnified Area, Cooldown, Recover, and Tireless on Infernal Cry. Still haven't changed anything here. Compressed Duration, I'm still running on Time of Need. And like again, like I haven't updated any of these gems. Like you guys got to understand how much more damage I can get out of this. Like I can get so much more damage. This is gonna be crazy. Like I think I can get like 10 million damage with like fully optimized stuff if I actually spend the time. But I just don't have enough time to play. That's my problem. That's why I'm still level 88. Like I just have a lot of like responsibilities, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that's basically it. I had a couple people ask about combos for bossing. So the combo I use for bossing is I just throw down my Forge Hammer. So my Forge Hammer is down. Once it's on the ground, then I Earth Shatter. And now, when I Warcry, it blows it up. And then I can now I can keep Earth Shattering, and then I can blow it up again. And you can see, that's how I proc the combo. So throw down the hammer, Warcry. And as you can see, once I start Earth Shattering, that's when we start getting lots of procs. And then I can blow that up, And then I can Earth Shatter again, blow that up. So yeah, the enemies don't usually live. They're usually dead after that. So that's basically the combo. And for Leap Slamming around, the combo is just Leap Slam. I like the Holy Descent on my Leap Slam to like the healing, because when I jump in, I'll start Earth Shattering. So I jump in, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter, Warcry. Jump in, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter, Warcry. Jump in. That's kind of the gist of it. If it's a weak enemy, I might just fastball them, or I might Earth Shatter, pop them, throw my Hammer of the Gods. Can't do that because it's obviously on cooldown. And sometimes when I'm just leaping around, I'll just throw down this Totem, and he'll just chill with me, and he'll keep procking the Fissures, and then I can proc Fissures all over the screen, and that's kind of nice for clearing out like weak trash. Yeah, that's basically it for all that stuff for the people who are curious about combos. As far as optimal stuff would go, like if I had like a mirror to your hammer, obviously my damage is going to double. Like if I had the same hammer, but it was like 200% increased damage and like 4% crit and like, 7 to all melee skills, like, oh my god, my damage would be like insane. And obviously if I had bigger flat rolls on my rings, like these are crappy flat rolls. They're not very good. Like this is a crappy flat roll. This only has 1 flat roll on it. Like this could have like triple flat rolls. That would be nuts, or at least a double, and then it would be really big damage. So all you guys in late game, you might want to maybe get some better rings than what I've got. Get some better rings with big flat, and get a amulet with like a +3 to all melee skills on it, because then you're gonna get real big damage. So yeah, that's probably what I would do. And then for the what's it called, the skill gems, like the high end stuff, if you guys are really rich, you might want to get like bloodletting. This one's crazy. Like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Like, look at the damage on this. Like, this is nuts. This thing's expensive though. Like, I have to spend like every single divine orb I have. I don't even have enough. Look, I'm too poor. I only have 8. I'm poor, bro. What the fuck? Okay. And I'm maybe like, there's another one in here that's nuts too that I was looking at. But again, it's really expensive. This one, Wrath's Assault, I think. No, it's not that one. It was where the heck is it? There was one in here that was really good. Oh, it's Rakita's Flow. Yeah, this one is nuts. Treat elemental monster resistances as inverted. Like, what? Dude. Like, a T4 Zhest has like 75% resistances. So if you hit him with an elemental reverse, he's going to be at -75. And if you have a weapon with like big elemental damage roll on it, like just like this one here, like this old hammer I was using, like this one with like elemental rolls, like you're multiplying your damage so much. That's so crazy, man. Like, that thing's expensive though. But if you're in turbo late game and you can afford it, just, yeah, I mean, you could get it. That would work great. That would work totally good. There's also an extremely good armor you can get really late game that's very expensive. I might have to go to my other character in Classic to find it. Let's see. Yeah, I got a Titan in Classic. He's in the graveyard. So yeah, he's got like this. It's like this, like Calm's Heart. Man, this thing's nuts. That's such a crazy. Look at how much life that is. Like, I have so much life. Like, I'm running like, well, I mean, obviously not this because this build's not optimized. It's just got like piled junk in it. But if I wasn't running Giant's Blood and I actually had optimal stuff on this guy instead of just random junk, man, he'd be so strong. This is like nuts. That's so much life. And then you should definitely get a shield. I think getting a shield would be good. So I would probably get this shield like this one right here, this Chernobog's Pillar. So I would get that, and that would be probably ideal. And if you wanted really good, like this is an example of like a really good end game ring. Like, I have this one on my old Smith of Katava from last patch, and then get like a Calandra's Touch obviously would be really good too. This is obviously really solid. You should definitely get one of these if you can afford it. I probably should buy one for my other character. But yeah, that's pretty, and I'm running similar gloves on this guy too. But yeah, that's probably what I would do. I would get like really good flat rings, and I'd get one of these shields and run Giant's Blood, because this mod right here, 1% damage, Aspire damage per 1% chance to block, like a 30% blocks, you get 30% of your damage as extra fire damage. That's nuts. That's so crazy. Let's see, we'll go back, and where is he? Where's the new one? There he is. Okay, so yeah, that's probably what I would do. And then you can get your life as high as possible. Just get life rolls on everything. Drop those soul cores in. Those soul cores are pretty expensive, but if you're really late in the game and you can afford them, you should probably get them. And as it sits right now, I'm at 237 life regeneration per second, which is pretty solid. When I jump in and I'm on my ground, I'm at 473. So, close to 500 regen per second when I'm standing here doing Earth Shatters. So it's pretty good defensive layer. Plus I have that recoup from down here. So that's a nice little thing. And I think I had some recoup somewhere else, but I'd have to look. But yeah, so that's how I set it up. So I'll update the max roll in this for you guys. And if you have any questions or any advice for anyone else, just put it in the comment section below. I say this all the time, but this is like just a normal place for normal people who want to discuss ideas. And if you have something you think is helpful to other people, just put it in the comment section below. Like, help everyone out. If you're probably like a level 95 warriors, I know you guys hang out in here and you watch my videos because you tell me. So all you guys who are total chads, just let the guys in the the low level guys know what's going on, so that when they get to Endgame, they have really good stuff too, right? And for anoints, I anointed this really cheap anoint because I have decent crit. So I just anointed Sundering, and this is like dirt cheap. It's Discuss Paranoia Ire. It's really cheap. There's a lot of honestly really good anoints on this tree. probably some of the best ones are like this right here, Volcanic Skin. This one slaps. This one's really good. Like, look at that damage boost, bro. Holy moly. This is what I should be running. This is so good. I should just go and like buy the stuff for this right now. That's cracked. Trying to think if there's any other ones. There's probably a bunch all over the tree, honestly, that are really, really good. Like even this one, if you have lots of armor and you're not worried about losing some defenses, that one's pretty crazy. There's a cheap one here if you need some dexterity and some crit. This one's really cheap. This one's really, really cheap. It's 20% crit and it's like dirt cheap. So if you want like a really good budget one, there's some over here too that might not be too bad. Those ones are kind of expensive. This one's not terrible if you need some intelligence, if you're just low on intelligence. That one's a little bit probably too expensive for the value you get out of it. But yeah, there's lots kind of all over the tree that I think would be good. I think there's probably plenty that are really, really good. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions or anything you would like to hear about in future videos, just put a comment section, just throw your comments down in the comment section below. And if you guys also want to hear that, just upvote that person. So whatever ones get the most upvotes, I will make sure that I mention in the next video, just so I don't leave anything out for you guys. And a lot of people were asking if I was ever going to do like a full build walkthrough on this. The thing is, like, I haven't finished this. This is like an ongoing project. So I don't want to do like a full walkthrough guide and be like, by the way, here's all the stuff that I've been doing. And then I go and test something later that day and then I double my damage. And I'm like, well, I just told you guys to do one thing and now I'm going to tell you to do something else. And then I just look stupid. So I just don't want to give you bad advice. That's really all it is. You know, like I'm not like super genius. I'm a person. I'm infallible. So like I could make mistakes and I don't want to make a mistake and then give you guys bad advice. But anyways, that's pretty much it. This has been a pretty long video. I'm going to go back to playing video games. It's the weekend, so I finally got a little bit of time. And again, if you guys have any questions or any suggestions for other folks, just throw them down below. It'll help them out. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. So I will see you guys on the next one.